Hello, good morning. Okay, welcome to today's webinar. Anybody traded FOMC yesterday? Anyone is very tired now? Nope. Okay. Okay. So welcome to today's webinar. We have people still streaming in. That's great. I'll tell you more about what we do again. As usual, I'm going to run a poll to see who's the first time here. Give me a minute. Yes, so let us know, is this your first time attending this webinar? Okay, I would like everybody to vote, give it a chance. Okay, great. We have someone new here attending the webinar. Oh, there are even more people now. First time, great. So let me tell you more about what we do here. You have a daily webinar where Jin Tao Tai will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency each day. Monday, we'll talk about Aussie and New Zealand pairs. Tuesday, the Euro pairs. Wednesday, pound. Thursday, yen and gold. Friday will be the Canadian dollar and oil. So that's to let you know that this is what we do. So do come in every day at 11 o'clock for the currency call, where we're very important to kickstart your day for trading. Even though if it's even in the evening, you can actually listen up. But also, if you missed it, do join 9 o'clock every day at 9 o'clock at the LCMS Traders Club, where Kenneth will tell you a brief summary of what has happened and what you could continue to trade as well. So today, Jin will be talking about yen and gold. This webinar is going to be very beneficial to long-term traders, investors, and short-term traders. Okay, during these sessions, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trades, highlights potential targets, and risks. Of course, I would like to, as usual, say a disclaimer: any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades at all. Okay, for those who are new here, my name is Daniel, and I've been known Jin for many, many years, first as a student in LCMS Traders, and now as a business partner in Forex Briefcase. Jin has helped me a lot in these past many years, and we're under his coaching and mentorship. I've been a very consistent trader, and now I'm a full-time trader as well. Jin has run LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase as a trading coach and a $1 million trader, doing more than $7 million AUM. What this means that he's trading as he trades, and he's been invited to speak in many stages globally. You could have known him through many one of these sessions as well. So while I'm going to get started, I'm going to launch a poll. Maybe you can help us as well launch a poll for where you have known this and when you know this webinar itself. Give me a minute. Here, yes. Do everybody just do this poll so that we'll know very well and help us market ourselves as well. In fact, if you have any friends and families who are trading Forex itself, this is a very important currency call you should do. You should actually share with your friends, get them to join so that they can prepare themselves every day on how to trade and what to trade as well. Okay? So good, we have friends being shared, our Traders Club members as well. From the Telegram channel, welcome. So if you followed the signals, I hope you already grabbed the signals yesterday. Yesterday's signals was great. We have Facebook Live as well, and also email registration. So okay, again, welcome. So with not any delay, Jin, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. How are you all today? I see that we have quite a few regulars. Awesome. Alrighty. So let's get started. Andrew jumped in straight away on the chat there, asking about impact on currencies. So that's what I'll be talking about. I talk about this every day, impact on currencies, right? So I will get to that point. We had the FOMC this morning, 2 a.m., and also the press conference at 2:30. Hi, Louis. Thanks for turning on your video. right? So we have quite high impact news, not a lot of we have quite high impact news, but not a lot of impact on the currency. So I'll walk through my views on what happened last night or earlier this morning. Before I get into that, we are live on Facebook, Forex Trading Asia. So if you get the chance, I say this every day, but no one does anything. I hope today is a bit different. Help me click share, put it on your profile. Let's get more people viewing this. And if you are already viewing us on Facebook Live, click the link. I think one of the guys will put in the link and join us on the Zoom call. We do this every day, 11 o'clock. All right. So today is Thursday. We talk about the yen and also the gold pairs. So let's jump straight into it. I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. So I would usually look at the yen pairs first. Thought I would change it around a little bit today. I'll look at gold to start off with. So gold, it is still sitting at that 1730 level. I am starting to sound like a broken record. 1730, it needs to break above this point before it can go significantly higher. I am still planning and hoping and targeting that 1850 level. However, that resistance now is seemingly quite strong. I still don't think that it's going to break upwards quite strongly over the next couple of days. I feel that it is likely to sit at this level and possibly come back into that range of the 1730 1692 range again. All right, so still looking for the bias of an upside move, but I do think that it is going to fluctuate in that range before we see any further move, possibly that way. So gold, nothing too interesting at this moment. Looking into the US yen. Okay, US yen for my Trader Club members, for the LCMS Traders Club members. I hope you watched the video. Let me just jump into that video first. I'm switching screens around just to confuse you a little bit more today. I did the video here. So we had a coaching call last night. And then at the end of the coaching call, I jumped in and did a prep video for the FOMC for everyone live there, and it's also recorded and uploaded for you to watch to prepare you for the FOMC. So all the details of how I view the FOMC, what I was planning for the trades leading up to that news is all there. If you're a member, click and watch. Even though the news has passed already, it's still a good exercise to click, watch, review, practice, and learn. If you're not already a member of LCMS Traders Club, go find us on Facebook, LCMS Traders Club, and click join. It is $49 a month to join, or $199 a year. It's a no-brainer. Join for a year. I'm pretty sure all my Traders Club members on the Zoom call right now will put it into the chat and tell you how fantastic it has been as a member. If members, please help me put it in the chat. Tell me whether these videos here have been helping you. I was identifying trades. We talked about gold in all the different price levels and all that over there. So it's all there, the info, the news, the analysis, the signals. Before we send out the signals into Telegram, we send it out into the club first. And not only do you get the signals, you also get the analysis behind why we're entering the trades. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, the step-by-step analysis behind why we enter the trades and whether to get out at take profits level 1, 2, or 3. So at take profit 1, we say hold to 2. At take profit level 2, Daniel says, with the news coming out, recommend to close and secure your profits. So we actually tell you when to get out of a trade, not just when to get into a trade, right? So a lot more guidance on the LCMS Traders Club, especially with the signals. I know for 100% fact that you're all enjoying the signals, so make sure you get the full analysis with that. And then we have the coaching sessions with all the information on how to use MACD. Last night we looked at the oscillators, the stochastic oscillators, Bollinger Bands, economic news, backtesting strategies, resistance zones. It's all there and it's all recorded. So anytime you join, you can still check back, review, rewatch over and over and over all the videos there to help you with your trading journey. Okay, so make sure you join. Make sure you join. That's the biggest tip I can tell you. And if you have not already watched the FOMC video, watch it there. I made money on FOMC because of that video that I did, helping my students and my clients here. If you watched it, I know and traded that news, I know that you will make money as well. Okay, so that intermission aside, what I actually planned was for the US yen that if it broke below 107.09, I did believe that it could come down because of a weaker US dollar. So we did see it break lower. This is on H4. I was trading on a smaller time frame, so I did take some small trades, trading it lower. At this level now, I do think that we could see the US yen sit at this level test. All right, so to be a bit more specific, I think that we could see it go below 106.87 before we can see that big drop. It is still going to sit here for a while. I think that we could see it bounce back up a little bit, a bit of profit taking, a little bit of relief, and then after that, see it break that level and come lower. Okay, so don't rush to sell the US yen at this point in time. I do think that although we could see more downside, it is likely to bounce up a little bit, test that zone before coming back down again. So don't rush into that US yen trade. On the euro yen actually again looks like it is possibly going to do similar to what the US yen I said might do, is retest upwards, retest that zone upwards before possibly coming back down again. At this point, the euro yen is probably going to test the 122.50 level. Let it test and then look to sell down. Okay. Pound yen is one of those trades that I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, I'm watching, and I'm primed and I'm ready to get into. Right? Why I say that is because the pound yen has been climbing quite strongly over the past couple of weeks. Beginning of the week, it started coming down. It is looking like it is going to break or test and break the 13543 level. I'm waiting. I'm just pushing it, trying to push it along to try and wait for it to break that 13543 level before we could see big downside on the pound yen. So I do believe that it is worth waiting for it to break before we see that big move downwards. This is the trade that I'll be super interested in. You know, looking at maybe even an 80 pip stop, we could be looking at a 200 pip take, or even more, a 350, 360. So again, we're looking at a 1 risk to 2, 3, 4 times reward. So this is one of that massive trade, but it is going to take a little bit time to get to that point. Don't rush into the trade. What is likely to happen is it might look like it's going to break lower, but doesn't, and bounce back up and then finally break again. So we might see a bit of a retracement of price before coming back lower, right? So be careful. It is a trade worth watching out for, but don't rush into that trade. What you have noticed is I haven't looked into the daily time frame for the US yen, the euro yen, or the pound yen, because on the daily time frame, it is looking like it's too volatile. It is bouncing around a little bit more. So I've jumped straight into the H4 for this session, just because I find that it is all sitting quite close to support or resistance levels. right? Support or resistance levels. So we're looking for it to react quite quickly to those levels for massive upside or downside. Actually, or downside, right? So be careful of, at this point for the US yen, a lot of waiting, a lot of preparing, not a lot of trading at this point for the yen pairs. But once it breaks or bounces off those levels, we can see quite good moves on the yens. All right. Any questions so far? I see the chat blinking away. I'm pretty sure it's just summaries from Daniel. Okay, T-Wise asked about Aussie yen. I'll get to that shortly. All right. Okay, I'll get to Aussie yen. I have the Aussie yen chart there shortly. I'll get to that. Before we jump into that, I'll look at the news. Okay, so after the FOMC today, well, this morning at 2 a.m., with the FOMC news, I'll show you what I read through the key points of that shortly. Nothing much happening, nothing much else happening today. Okay, there are some news, but nothing too critical. Tomorrow there's going to be a pound GDP. Look at the pound GDP. It was minus 5.8%. They are expecting minus 18%. They are expecting a minus 18%. So we are probably going to see something quite drastic coming from the pound, from the UK GDP numbers, because of that is going to reiterate, I hope, fingers crossed, that it's going to support that move downwards. We could see a weaker pound, and if we see a weaker pound, we could see the pound yen come lower, break that support level and come lower. So it might be up to tomorrow midday, 2 o'clock, or after that we see the pound yen drop quite strongly. And also Friday night we have a bit of a US consumer sentiment, some recovery in the US sentiment. That's also probably, if that comes true, that's probably going to push the US dollar a little bit stronger, which also could push the pound lower again. Then again, with the pound yen going lower. So tomorrow we could see quite a bit of movements in terms of the pound pairs. And that's also why I'm looking at the pound yen quite a bit. Next week, because we're coming to the end of the week, I'll talk about next week as well. Next week, we have a bit of a yen BOJ policy statement that we pay attention to on Tuesday. US retail sales number, we'll probably wait for the estimate to come out before making a better guess. All right, and then CAD news on Wednesday, Aussie employment numbers on Thursday, a lot of pound news coming through on Thursday, so we could see that further move on the pound, and that's it. All right, so pay attention to, if you're trading the pound yen, pay attention to the possible news, the possible bad news or significantly bad news coming tomorrow for the pound GDP. Alrighty, I haven't seen the chat blink away, so I'll jump into the Aussie yen. Aussie yen, for TY who asked, I would say that I'll put in my line here as a major resistance for now. I would say that Aussie yen could see some downside. However, it probably will need to break below the 7448 level before we could see further downside. I would actually even say that, it needs to break below the, I'll be a bit more conservative and say that it probably needs to break below 7420. So it needs to break below that level, and then we could see quite a nice trade, 50 pips stop for a possible 100 pip take profit or 150 pip take profit. But be a bit patient, wait for that trade, for the price to break below 7420 before you jump into any possible sell trade. But that could be a trade that you might want to pay a bit of attention to as well. So thanks for that question on the Aussie yen. Any other questions? Tomorrow we'll be talking about the CAD and oil. All right, so CAD and oil, possibly something happening there. If nothing really develops, then I'll look into another trade. I'll share with you another trade that I'm looking forward to, but it'll probably take a bit of time, so I'll share with you on that tomorrow. Any questions so far? This was quite direct and to the point. I hope you picked up some good points, took notes. All right, Daniel, you can take it back. Is still on mute.
Thank you very much for the analysis, Jin, for the yen pairs itself. That's great. A lot of direct possible trade ideas coming in. Finally, anybody no last questions? If not, I would like to run another poll. Let us know what you think of this webinar, especially those who are new here and those who have been here as well. The regulars, you could just let us know. Okay. Just a reminder, just let you know that, by the way, this recording of this video will be uploaded. So thank you for joining this session as well. Tomorrow, as Jane mentioned, we'll be talking about the Canadian and the oil. So do come back and look. We're looking forward to see you. Okay. Thank you.
Alrighty, take care, trade well, trade safe, have fun.
Bye.
See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.